What's going on, comic book fans, and welcome to the Comic Fix, where tonight I am talking about Grant Morrison's new book, The Green Lantern. Now, what I've heard about this book is that Grant Morrison had no interest whatsoever with The Green Lantern. But he decided, he was talking to Dan Didio, and, well, he just started saying, I think this would be a good idea, this would be a good idea. Oh my God, I'm going to be writing this book. I have not been keeping up with the Green Lantern story ever since Jeff Johns' run ended. And going into this book, I really felt like I didn't miss any beats. You really don't have to know much about the Green Lantern. That's a good thing. Although, you do have Grant Morrison in his writing, can at sometimes become very convoluted, which you've seen him do countless times with so many of his books. But with this first issue, I had to read it twice. First time I read it, I was a little intoxicated, so it was like, I didn't really enjoy it as much, so I thought I'll give it a second try while I was sober. First off, the art in this book is fantastic. If I ever thought about dropping this book, I would actually consider not dropping it just for the artwork alone. Artwork is top notch. What can I say about the story? The storyline is that Grant Morrison wants to write Hal Jordan as a police cop. And it does feel like a book that you could have read in the 90s, especially with like a Law and Order type of vibe to it. Where you get the introduction of these new villains that Hal Jordan will be going after. And it all is very much a police procedural drama. Look at this art. Look at this art. This art, the layout of every single panel is so intriguing. Liam Sharp, you, my friend, does some beautiful work. But the thing I did not like about this issue is this part in particular, where you have Hal Jordan look up to the stars and you get to meet his girlfriend. And I felt like these couple pages, or especially these 2 pages, did nothing to move along the story. It just felt like it could have been axed right away. But once you get into here where he's now traveling the road, it kind of was like, okay, you kind of jumped the gun. You're here at this house and then boom, you're here on the road. And I just felt like that was like a big jump, and I just was like, okay, I feel like there's some missing pages here, missing context. But you have Hal Jordan get into some fights, beautiful artwork, but it just really did not move along the story whatsoever. Until Deja Vu, a spacecraft comes in, Hal Jordan goes and rescues a fellow corpsman, and the story just continues. Really, you didn't get much in the way of knowing where Grant Morrison's going with this book. But look at that art. The artwork in here is top notch. I would say that this was a pretty solid start to a story. I'm interested to see where Grant Morrison is going to go with it. If it's going to go and become so convoluted that you're just like, Grant Morris, you did it again. But otherwise, I would say this is a good start. Not the best start, but definitely a book that I'm going to keep on my pull list. So have you read The Green Lantern? What did you guys think about it? Let me know down below. As always, people, my name is David Lee. Rate, comment, subscribe, and let's just talk about comics. I'll see you guys next time.